welcome to Don't Kill My Character presents Alice is Missing, our first time playing it on the channel, and for most of us, our first time playing it ever, except for Extell, so I'm going to let him describe it after we introduce ourselves. My name is Kate, aka Kate the Great Cosplays, and also Don't Kill My Character, so if there's wonkiness with the tech, let me know. Already a bit of wonkiness though, if you've played this game before, you can see above us that we have an accomplice revealed already, which we should not, but we're gonna roll with it. And I'm gonna pass it to Yuri. Go ahead and introduce
Hey,
yourself.
everybody. Yeah, my name is Yuri. That is Yuri, pronouns she, they. Y'all can go ahead and find me at Yuri and the Beast absolutely everywhere. And do we say who we're playing today?
Oh yeah, that's a good thing. I'm playing Julia, the secret partner.
And I will be playing Jackie Briarwood, our Alice's older sibling. Oh, pass it over to Tasha.
Oh, wow, what an honor. Hi, everyone. My name is Natasha. I go by Natasha B Cosplays on Instagram and Natty Batty Games here on Twitch, where I stream every once in a while just to play some games. But today I will be playing Dakota Travis, the best friend to Alice. And I need to know where my friend is. I miss her. I'll pass it on to our game expert for the night.
Oh, that's a lot of pressure. Oh, hello. I'm Extell. You can catch me at Extra the King on all the socials. Pronouns are he, him. And yeah, I'm the one I guess who's played Alice is Missing the most tonight. I'll be playing Charlie Barnes, the one who moved away, and um, I am the facilitator, as the rules like to call me in this position. Um, Tonight, I'll get right into the sort of vibe of the game here. Tonight, we're going to be playing Alice is Missing, as you know. Alice is Missing is a very wonderful game that is entirely text based. So if you're having sound problems right now, don't worry, it'll go away soon, I promise. Um, so once the game starts, we will all mute ourselves. Um, the first song of the soundtrack that accompanies this game will play, and then I will send the first text message in the group chat. Up until that point, you're all free to talk amongst yourselves in your private chats as much as you want. I will be the first message in the group chat, though. The um, hello. The content warning for this game that I will give you all the audience is that it can be very emotional, and there is, of course, the whole context of Alice is missing, and so for anyone who may have problems with such things, uh, the theme may be kidnapping, harm, anything like this to any one of the characters. So feel free to excuse yourself if things get too heavy for you. As we play, you will see our text box up there above in each of our characters' private messages. You can see which messages we switch back and forth between. Because we can all private message each other during the game or message the group chat. So it's best played this way if you pick one chat to follow and follow along. You can, of course, follow the group chat, but pick one person and stick with their chat because it's very hard to get everybody's messages because they will be flying off. I promise you. Uh, so, um, and it's very good replayability. So you can always come back and pick another person to watch and do that over and over again as many times as you like. Um, let's see. From there, I think we're good to start. Uh, it's gonna be a wonderful time. So again, the first song will play, and then everything will kick off. And we hope you all enjoy this wonderful game.
All right, then I'm gonna do a little bit of making sure your voices are off on my end, but if you can mute yourselves as well, players, and then we'll get into this. Alice is
Oh,
Missing. Yes,
actually, if you don't mind, I actually would like to read the introduction card for everybody to set the
go
mood.
for
And
it.
after I'm done, go ahead and start the timer. But
Sure.
Silent Falls is a small coastal forest town in the heart of Northern California. It's quiet here, and since the recession a few years ago, people are not as friendly as they used to be. It's been a rough few years for everyone. The major high school town, the major high school in town, Franklin Academy, lies nestled in the wooded hills on the east side. It's the last day before winter break, and students shuffle down the hallways, dusting off a light powder of snow from their jackets. It's cold today. Down the main corridor, past the barren trophy case and peeling Franklin Academy decal plastered on the wall, hangs a bulletin board. A cluster of students are gathered at it. Around the edges, we see old posters for student body elections, sign-ups for football next year, and reminders about the upcoming senior ball littered like mouse traps. But as the students part, we land on the flyer they're all huddling around.
Do I start now? Cool.
went down to that river, washed my sins away. Praying, 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 praying for another day. I went down to that river, washed my sins for free. The devil's on the other bank, staring back at me. I'm a dead man walking, I'm a dead man walking, I'm a dead man. Another nail in my coffin, another nail for me. I gotta look pretty when I go down. Another nail in my coffin, can't you spare one more? I gotta look pretty when I'm knocking down heaven's door. I'm a dead man walking, I'm a dead man walking, I'm a dead man. I'm a dead man walking, I'm a dead man walking, I'm a dead man. Light my cigarette. You ever seen a dead man talking? No, you haven't seen one yet. I'm a dead man walking, 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 I'm a dead man. I went down to that river, washed my sins for free. No one seemed to notice as I stared. I went down to that river to wash my sins away. I was thinking of you in that wedding gown. I went down to that water, I washed my sins away. The world faded away as I went down, 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 down. I'm a dead man walking, I'm a dead man walking, I'm a dead man. I'm a dead man walking, I'm a dead man walking, I'm a dead man. I'm a dead man walking, I'm a dead man walking, I'm a dead man.
Ooh, what now?
Well, the voicemail should be playing.
Oh, oh, interesting.
On the, yeah.
Let me. Does anyone hear the voicemail?
No, I think we play them ourselves here.
Okay.
Can you see
Oh,
them on
okay.
your?
Yeah, let me see if I can see them on the stream layout. I don't. Yeah, I don't see them here. Um. Well, I can play mine. Oh, I can play all of them. Okay. So I guess I will play the
Nice.
voicemails now.
Do it. Play them.
Okay, okay. I hope that you guys can also hear this. It might do the echo thing when I put it back. So just, I guess we'll have to not talk while the voicemail's going. Okay, I'm going to unmute the. There we go. Hey, alley oops, saying oops because you forgot to call me last night when you got home, which is kind of unlike you to forget things. So you probably didn't forget. You're probably just really wrapped up in a good book or something. But, wanted to do our check in because I miss you and I didn't get to give you the joke for today. Okay, so the joke for today. Ooh, I've been playing this new game with elves and dwarves and stuff. So, what do elves learn in school? The alphabet. All right. Well, um, call me back because I miss you and I hope to see you soon. Bye. All right. All right. That was our first voicemail. Just go to the next one now. Sweet. I will do that. You guys can also talk between them, but I'll play the next voicemail.
Where are you? Are you okay? You missed the history test this morning. I've been texting you all day. Did you get back home? Where are you? I'm gonna start calling your parents, and you know you're not gonna like that.
Hey, Alice. Um, I didn't mean to raise my voice at you like that. I mean, I've just been so stressed out, if I don't raise my grades up, I won't get to go to prom. And even if I do figure out how to do that, then I need to figure out how to get an outfit for it. And Daddy might just say it's not in the budget. And it's not your fault. I know. It was messed up what I said. And, well, whatever. I just wanted to say I'm sorry. Okay? Um, yeah, just delete this after you hear it. Okay. Bye.
Hey Alice, I'm super happy to come back and see everybody. I'm sorry I couldn't reach you. I don't know what's happening. You told me to call you, so I tried calling, but I know it's been a couple of days since the message, but hopefully everything's okay. And look, about your message, I just don't do anything rash, okay? I'm sure everything will be fine. Every family goes through a lot of problems, and I'm sure we can talk to everybody about it, and I'm sure we'll all laugh about it in the end. So, just be careful, okay? And I can't wait to do all the fun things we used to. The entire group is going to be a great time. I'll see you soon, okay? My train's coming. Bye.
All right. Well, how do we all feel?
Stressed.
God. Oh my God.
That was
Um,
beautifully intense.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, this game is. You don't think it could get so wild, but it does pull at the heartstrings. That last part with Jack. Oh, that was so tough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it
Oh
said
my
I had a
gosh.
prompt where it says, you find her unconscious. You see Wallace, and you know that he's the one that was watching her. You notice, you see that he sees you, And then it says at the 2-minute mark, he catches you essentially, and you are unable to text. So tell the rest of the group while you still can. I was like, damn, okay, like let's go.
Oh my gosh.
I had an interesting one where I got to send an out of character message.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. Well,
Oh, what was it?
That it
me.
was
See if I can grab
Bria.
it.
That my character sees a post that Bria, like that they updated their social media status, and there was something that you're like, oh, they definitely did it. They're definitely involved with it, with
Mhm.
whatever happened to Alice. And then at the
Yeah.
15-minute mark, I had to send an out of character message to someone. I had to pick a character and send an out of a message saying that Bria like sent a message
Oh,
to them.
that
And
was. I didn't fully understand what was happening
You're
there.
muted.
That's
Yeah.
so fair. It was a very confusing prompt that I had to read like a few times to be like, I think I'm doing this right.
Yeah, there's a button in there for OOC thing. I think it highlights the chat different.
Yeah, it
but
should.
Can you
It says
guys-
like,
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
My players? Yeah? Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, I did see that it was like out of character, but I was like confused. Now I get it.
mm-hmm. So it was meant to be like, then you pick a character and Bria sends a message to them, like that makes it
And you
obvious, like a
pick-
very message that's like it's obvious that they know what happened to Alice, which I had
Yeah, I missed
texted.
that.
I had texted Julia because this was after we had found the roll of like camera roll in her broken down car. It was oh, you have some really cute pictures here. Alice has some cute pictures of the two of you on her camera roll.
See, where I got
Shame.
confused with that is because like I had just told you to let Jackie know what Bria had said, so I thought you were just like forwarding me that message
Well,
that
I
you had
thought-
originally
I
gotten
think
from
we
Bria.
did those
So
in
that
quick
was
succession that I thought
Yeah.
you were responding to that message by saying that. You're like, oh, because of that, let her know.
But hey, isn't that just like what happens with text
Mhm.
messages? Just
Mhm.
replying
Yeah,
out of
it's
order to
wonderful.
things. And yeah, it's pretty real.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fun time. It's a
Yeah.
good
I
time.
loved how both Jackie and Charlie came after Julia, like, hey, you have to be serious in like the exact same way. I thought that was pretty
Wonderful.
Yeah, I was. Oh my god, I was so mean to Julia.
But like
Dakota
good.
wasn't even willing to talk to Julia one-on-one. Was like, I'm not even gonna entertain this nonsense.
That's the thing.
But
Is
I could
I didn't talk to Julia until like pretty far in, like the whole
Oh, yeah, same.
beginning.
Mhm.
I didn't. And I think it was you that like messaged me first,
Mhm.
like, hey, I'm trying to keep everybody from freaking out. And I was like, what? We're already freaking out. What are you talking about?
Too late for that, girly pop.
man.
what was fun for me is like in running the stream, like having the stream overlay, I could see that you two were like messaging each other like, oh my god, can you believe Julia? And I was just like, beautiful, wonderful, that's great. Yeah, and then we had talked about for like audience, we set up our characters and relationships and motivations before we went live last night. So we had like I had gotten the motivation for Julia that she is trying to just make everyone laugh so that to hide her own fear. And I just went like into that, and you guys just really let me like lean into that and come after me for it, and I thought that was really cool. And I liked that for the longest time I didn't have a single private message happening. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, I think we all were like, whatever.
She's a lost cause.
Yeah, the three of us, we're gonna find Alice.
In
Yeah,
case
that's the
our
thing, too.
viewers couldn't see, it says that the primary accomplice was Bria,
Mhm.
Yes.
and that CJ was helping Bria do this thing, and now Jackie and Alice are taken. We're gonna have to send Liam Neeson.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the next like the sequel story to this would then be we have to go find Jackie and
Both of
Alice.
them.
Maybe. Well, it was David had been messaging like he was concerned, so maybe David then helps us find Jackie and Alice. Jackie and Alice are missing.
Well, that's the thing too, is that David and Bria were friends.
Yeah.
So like that's super sus.
Mhm.
And then we do have the accomplice was Wallace, who's a little older, and he was physically there because he could physically lift a teenage girl, and
Yeah.
drag her body out. It did say I was for the longest at the bar, right? And it did say it just says you found her. It didn't tell me where on the card.
Whoa.
And so then I saw that the last location that we had gotten was the barn, and I was like, well, maybe it refers to that. But we already had our friend Charlie who was at the barn and making his way to the barn. So that's why I was like, no, it's gonna be right here, like the one that didn't physically go anywhere. I
Mhm.
think just goes outside for a quick smoke and finds her sister's body there, instead of trying to finagle it so that I somehow get to the barn before Charlie does, because he
Mhm.
was already on his way there, and that wouldn't have really made sense. But I think it worked out.
Yeah.
No, I thought it
Yeah,
absolutely worked out.
Yeah, generally it tends to be the same place as the last one, but I was like, oh crap, I'm already here. So
Right, yeah.
I'm glad we were able to
Made it work.
mind bend that.
Yeah.
I think it was definitely interesting because I was making up the stuff that Bria was sending. So Bria
Yes.
didn't actually see you two, like found out that you were the secret partner. It was, the prompt I got was, what was a message that Bria could have sent you about Alice that you wouldn't want to share? What's a secret about Alice that you would feel hesitant sharing with people?
Oh,
Hmm.
that's interesting. I was like curious that if you had actually gotten my secret that I typed in at the beginning, like sent to you.
Oh no, I don't think so.
Because part of like the secret that I put in was that you got an anonymous message about you and Alice. What was it? So like I think the secret I wrote in was that it referred to our relationship together and us hanging out together, and it used a nickname that Alice had for Julia. I wrote in that the nickname that Alice had for Julia was Little Dipper because we had talked in our character creation about the two of them going to the state park together. So I decided that that was where they had decided to be a couple. And then Julia dipped Alice under the stars, and Alice called her Little Dipper.
That's really cute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's
So I was like, did you
very
get
cute.
sent that? I
It's
am very
definitely
cute. I am.
It's so cute,
Yeah.
it's gross. No,
I
I do love that
Okay,
there
but, like,
is a debrief question here
yeah.
that says,
look at
if
those.
what
we,
is something from your character you'd like to leave behind? And I think that is a really interesting question. Like I was looking at it right now and I was like, damn,
yeah, I'd
that
like to,
is-
if we
that's
can
some
do
heavy
the
shit.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
debrief, I prefer to do those off camera because it is very
Yeah.
actually no, I think the system does call for it to just happen, so
there's-
we can do it
If there's
here
anything that you want to
if you all
save for
mind.
off camera,
I mean,
if there's anything you want to
Yeah,
save
I
for
think
off camera
that's
wrap,
that's the only question that I think would be interesting for the audience to know. And then all the other ones, like, we can definitely do on our own.
Yeah. So let's
Um,
let's go around and ask that then. We'll start with Yuri if you want to start with that then.
Yeah, so something that from my character that I think they would leave behind is during that story, they went at some point really hard on both Julia, and Dakota went really hard on her, kind of making her see like, hey, you're not as good of a sister as you think you are. I am her best friend and I see how she comes to me after you make her feel bad. And it was a lot of Jackie explaining like, well, I didn't mean to do that, right? And it's kind of that sense of like, well, whether you meant to make her feel better, not you did, right? And I think in a lot of the text specifically to Dakota, you can see there is some recognition, some remorse about that.
Mhm.
Like, she does care about Alice, and she isn't always aware of how she makes Alice feel sometimes. But she was kind of, yeah, I think that's what I would like to leave behind, is that no matter how, and you guys heard the voicemail, like, she doesn't do emotions. um but that she did really care,
Mhm.
very genuinely about Alice, and it's just emotions are hard for her. But yeah, that's something I think my character discovered through like the messaging. Who wants to go next?
That's a good one. Yeah, who wants to?
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I think that it was almost like I did set out to play a character who, like, knowing that this is a sad game, it was going to be sad. I wanted someone who was going to hold out on becoming sad the longest. Playing a lot of sad drama girlies lately, so I wanted to play someone that would be happy. Like superhero shenanigans, I am playing a character that is not about shenanigans. So I was like, I'm gonna play a character that is like joy and silly fun in something supposed to be sad. I guess I'm just, on that kind of kick. And it was like the tricky balance of like, when do I bring Julia to that serious place, to like something is actually wrong and we do need to be serious. So I think that the thing that I'm leaving behind of Julia is she did not listen to her friends. She was like, no, no, I know best and everyone needs to laugh. And she was told by two people that, no, we actually need to be serious. So being able to really listen to what it is that people need, because Julia did not do that. Yeah.
That's yeah. I think the seriousness came in from um Julia. There we go. um, when when Charlie found the drops of blood in the snow,
Mhm.
I think that's
Yeah.
when it started to do the turnaround. You're like,
Oh, yeah.
oh, oh, blood. Okay, this is wild.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it was you all did so wonderfully with your characters and everything, and just so I don't ramble on too much, because I will if I if I'm let. Tasha,
I
would you like
mean,
to say yours?
No, all I was gonna say, I don't know, like, I don't know if I held back too much because again, for those watching, I just recently started playing with a couple of people on stream here, and for Excel, it's I think the first we've hung out on Discord, but like not stream together. So I didn't want to like push things too hard and be too mean, but I did kind of go in on Jackie a little bit.
I thought it was wonderful.
yeah.
I don't think.
Look,
I think I just
we've established
referenced.
this is the play style.
Yeah, something left behind though is I think I definitely only referenced my secret that I have, and it was something she was actually worried about because she's like, "Oh no, is this me?" And then the second Julia was like, "Oh, I saw her later, like that day." Like, I immediately was like, "Okay, never mind. I think I'm fine." Because she had taken her out to like a bonfire to go drink the night before, like a big test to like help her relax, and that was the recording was her calling the next day because she couldn't find her.
Yeah. Oh,
It's a it's a fun time for sure. Because I
I was
think
like,
by the way, always go very hard when role playing with me. I'm always down for it.
Mhm.
But I think there was like what I find fun, and then I'll answer the question myself. But what I find fun is that like I tend to play Charlie like kind of to be hated by everybody, and I did not get it from anybody.
No.
I tend I tend to try to make Charlie like very not annoying. Like he is who he is. He doesn't care about Alice, but like um I tend to set up with the backstory like very like, oh, this guy's like this guy's annoying. He moved away, abandoned his best friend, and now he's back acting like everything's fine.
Yeah.
But everybody's like, oh, it's Charlie. Look, and I love
I
that.
think I even said, "I'm sorry you're visiting town and you have to deal with this." Like
Yeah.
before we really found out that it was something so serious, you know?
Oh yeah, we
Before
were
we like
talking mad
flew out of
stuff
our
about
first time in
Julia.
town.
Yeah,
Huh?
we were talking mad stuff about Julia.
Well, I
Yeah.
think that though is like a big reason why like your Charlie wasn't hated is because like from the get-go, Julia was the one that everyone was
Mhm.
tired with. So like to have two people like that. So I'm glad that like that almost didn't happen because yeah. Like it was like, okay, Julia's this person that everyone can't deal with, can't stand. Yeah, it was fun.
Mhm.
I know I like said that like we're gonna have a fun, sad time. And we did. We had a
We
fun,
did.
sad time.
It's going to be the most
So
boring thing to watch. I just know my face, I was just locked in texting like the entire time. I'm like, maybe I should make a facial expression every once in a while.
I totally forgot there was a camera. I was like, I looked up and I was like, oh shit.
I mean, yeah, we just get lost in the game. But oh, did I lose you guys?
I
No.
will
Someone talk
answer
so I can make sure I can still hear you.
the
Oh, we're
question.
good.
Hello, we talking?
There we go.
Can you hear
Yeah,
us?
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, sound's been a little bit wonky for me. Hopefully it's all right for the chat. But all right, let's
Oh,
say goodbye.
still
Oh,
has to answer the
yes.
question.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh,
answer my
yeah.
What
question.
Anything
would
you
you like
wanna
your character to leave behind?
Something I think I'd like to leave behind from Charlie is that he had a very big people pleasing mentality. And I think there was a part of him that really wanted to find Alice, and I think there was a message between him and Jackie where he was like, "I'll do anything to find her," and it does come from his intense care for her, but it came also from a place that like maybe if I'm the one who finds her, like maybe she'll forgive me. And I don't think that's a good quality to keep. So something I leave behind from Charlie is that
Mhm.
wild time.
All
Sorry,
right.
something fell in my
Well,
house.
it's all right. With that, let's say goodbye to our audience. Thank you so much for joining us for, yes, this intense but really beautiful, really fun, really interesting, in my opinion, game of Alice is Missing. Um, I am Kate, aka Kate the Great Cosplays. You can find me doing that kind of cosplay stuff online. My next convention is PAX East in May. However, most of what I do these days is right here on Don't Kill My Character. So I'll shout out some upcoming projects we have on the channel towards the end. But I'm going to pass it on off to Tasha if you're ready to talk about yourself a little bit.
Yes, hello. Like she said, my name is Tasha. I go by she, her pronouns. You can find me on Instagram as Natasha B Cosplays or here on Twitch as Natty Batty Games, which I eventually plan to use and play games on. But for now, I'm here, I'm streaming, and I'm loving it. And I will be going to a couple conventions coming up fairly soon. Main one is still pending. But one, I'm definitely plan to go to C2E2, and I plan to do some Critical Role cosplay. So if anyone is there, if anyone is going to the Critical Role show, please let me know because I'd love to meet people.
Amazing. Thank you, Tasha. Oh, I said Tasha instead of Natasha in your command. Yuri, you want to talk about yourself?
Absolutely. So, hello
Love it.
everybody. My name is Yuri. That is Y-U-R-I, pronouns she, they. Y'all can go ahead and find me at Yuri and the Beast absolutely everywhere. This weekend I will be over at WonderCon. So if you're going to WonderCon here in Anaheim, California, go ahead and let me know. We can probably meet up. I will also be doing a game for the Tabletop Art Fund, where we do games, we raise money and give that out back to the community in the forms of grants. So that is going to be a really, really good time. We're going to be playing Duck Duck Were Goose as Howdy Love Darlin is our DM. So Meadow is great. You should totally go watch
Oh,
that.
absolutely.
Then I think I'm going to be back here for Superhero Shenanigans. Y'all are going to be seeing a little bit more of me and Quill.
Everyone here
yeah,
is on Superhero Shenanigans
it's
now.
oh my
Yes!
gosh, that is true. That is
You
so
haven't all
great.
played
It
with
makes
each
me
other,
happy.
but you're all in it.
It's great. There are so much shenanigans going on. You wouldn't believe. And then after some very exciting pre-recordings that I can't share yet, but ooh, it's spooky horror stuff. I will be over at Roll T5 for an underground broadcast on the 9th on Wednesday. So go and check them out. They are also an amazing group, an amazing team that do amazing things, showcasing indie creators in the community. So we're just out here doing good stuff.
I love it. All right. And Extell, tell us about yourself.
Well, hello everybody. I am Extell, aka Extra the King, on all the socials. You can catch me here for Superhero Shenanigans as well. I believe there's one coming up that I'm super excited for. Because I do get to play with Tasha. Because I do get to play with Tasha, I believe. So that'll be the first. Oh,
It'll be great. No. Producer brain knowing the titles of future episodes is gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
I'm curious now. We can talk about that later. But
no, we can't. We'll talk about it after the streams.
Where I lost my train of thought. Yeah, Superhero Shenanigans. You can catch me. I'm the social media manager for Tales from the Table Studios. Where this Saturday we have our second part of our final 3 episodes. I penultimate episode. It's a wonderful time of Path of the Fates, which is a Star Wars game, where I play a Sith guy who's not at all like Ember. If you've seen Superhero Shenanigans. Ember would hate this guy because he's a terrible person. And you should come check it out because you get to watch me play someone terrible instead of someone wonderful. So, so this Saturday, I believe it's like 1 Eastern, 1 p.m. Eastern, on our channel. But yeah, and you can catch me also on All Our Faults on TTN. Where I play Solomon, and it has been a wild time on there. I'll tell you, if you haven't caught up, you should catch up because it's intense. I believe we're recording for it this weekend, so get excited. And there's plenty of other things that I have coming up too, and plenty of other things that I can't remember at the moment. I do a lot of stuff. So follow me on the social vibes. So follow me on the socials, and you can find out all about that other stuff. But thanks for coming. I hope you had a good time, and I hope you only cried a little bit, or actually, I hope you cried a lot. That's a lie, but
And speaking of crying a lot, we have more shows coming up on the channel. So actually, I don't think this one will make you cry, but maybe, who knows? This Sunday, March 30th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, we have Avatar: The Last Airbender, The Last Stand. That's going to be game mastered by Paige, aka Pluto Cleric, with our players Abigail the Nerd, Madam Ava, Serenity, and Valmina, aka Delightly. So that's going to be a fabulous cast. And then, yes, all of these people who are on stream with me are also part of Superhero Shenanigans, which our next episode is going to be Wednesday, April 2nd. And then we're going back to our every other Wednesday stream for that. And then Yuri is also part of Masks A New Generation, which is coming back to the channel in April. We have 2 episodes scheduled for that, Tuesday, April 8th and Tuesday, April 22nd. So much superhero content, which surprises me, but I love it. I'm really enjoying the vibes, and I hope you are too. Thank you so much for being here with us, because there are always more stories to tell. Goodbye, friends. Stick around for the raid.